Peace and love, everybody. I just wanted to share with you my some information regarding this new epidemic or pandemic in terms of the coronavirus. Well, first thing I want to say is we know the media has done a great job because people are sufficiently freaked out, right? They've done a great job with steering and controlling the fear in the masses. Let me state fear is not helpful. When you are engaged in fear, anger, sadness, all of that depresses and suppresses your immune system and your IQ. So, moving in a state of fear is the first thing that we need to correct, right? You want to have an attitude of optimism and know that if anything happens, there's a master plan at work. There is a God, there's divine, energy, divine, supreme, universal force that governs all things. No matter how wicked mankind is, there's the God force. So, however you pray, that's your first line of defense. Pray and keep yourself energized in optimism, in love, in knowing that you are cared for by the higher supreme energy. So that eliminates that fear, because fear opens the doorway to something we call stress. And stress is the doorway to all illness, all disease. So, again, we want to counteract being fearful and moving and making our actions fear based. The next thing that we want to do is you want to keep your immunity as strong as you possibly can. And the first line of defense in your immunity is your gut. 80% of your body's immune system is located in the gut. So you want to take a good probiotic, a good digestive enzymes. You want to lighten up your diet. You don't want to be eating a whole lot of heavy fried foods and a whole lot of animal flesh. You want to lighten up. I went to the grocery store just out of going to the grocery store, not thinking, oh my God, we got to be quarantined for 14 days or anything like that. But I went to the grocery store and it was like 700 people in the shopping right. And what was in the cart? Fried this, pasta that. I think I saw a little bush of parsley sticking out of one lady cart. You know, you want to keep your gut strong because that is where 80% of your immunity is, right? So you want to take a good digestive enzyme. I love Enzymedica products, but you do your own research. Good digestive enzyme. You want a good probiotic as well, something that you have to keep in the refrigerator. Probiotics that are shelf stable, have a component to them, right? You want refrigerated probiotics so that the lactose syllabus in them is live. The cultures within the probiotic are living. So you want a good probiotic. You also want to take vitamin C in high doses in various forms. There's a form called liposomal. Again, do your research. You want to take vitamin C as a powder, and you want to take vitamin C in capsules as well, right? So, various forms of vitamin C. Some healthcare professionals are suggesting 10,000 milligrams or more. You want to take garlic. Garlic, Kyolic garlic has a great supplement. That's an immune based supplement. It has shiitake mushroom and some other ashwagandha, other adaptogen herbs within those that capsule, right? Kyolic garlic, right? You want to take garlic, keep your immunity up. You want to take, you want to eat as much plant-based food as you can because the plants have the micronutrients. You want living foods, salads, steaming your vegetables. You don't want to pull it up and it's limping out the pot. These are the practices that will shore up your immunity and make your body less You get into a less state if you do contract some type of virus or pathogen, right? So you want to keep your immunity strong. You want to take glutathione, which is the body's super bad, kick-ass, own anti-inflammatory antibiotic. It's the body's own detoxifier, glutathione, right? So those are the supplements that you want to take, as well as any adaptogens, ashwagandha, these types of adaptogens that help the body's immunity stay strong. The other thing that they're suggesting is that you wash your hands, right? And you use all these hand sanitizers. Well, this is what I want to say. When you use those alcohol-based hand sanitizers, it dries out your hands. And there's a greater possibility that you will get cracks on your fingers. When you get cracks and tears on your skin, that now creates a portal of entry for the pathogens. So if you're going to use these hand sanitizers and wash your hands with a greater frequency, almost obsessively, you need to make sure you cream up the body. Use shea butter or use a nice cream or lotion to keep your hands and the skin oiled so that you don't have the opportunity to have all these cracks and peels and tears in your skin, which now create another port of entry for the pathogens, right? You want to meditate and you want to stay as de-stressed as best you can, because the stress is going to kill you before the disease even get too near you, anywhere within a mile of you, right? So you want to just try to be as optimistic and as joyful. Again, whatever your spiritual practice is, this is a good time to shore up your relationship and your partnership with God, right? With the divine spirit that governs your life, right? So you want to just try not to feed into the fear, because the fear, as I said earlier, is a way of, controlling the masses. If we're all scared, nobody's moving in light and love. And that is really, what is necessary. Even if you contract something, if your immunity is kept strong, you have a better chance of surviving whatever it is you might contract, right? So I just want to share those thoughts. Let's move in an energy of love. Know that divine source we call God got your back. There's a master plan at work. Otherwise, what is it all about? You with me? It's got to be a master plan. It's got to be a master plan of good that we can rely on and we can live on. Keep your immunity up. Drink lots of natural juices, not lots of raw plants. Try not to eat too much animal flesh. If that's your thing, take your vitamin C and some of the supplements that I mentioned here. And above all, do your best to stay in peace and joy about life, okay? And then you won't be as driven and as moved about like the powers that are controlling this thing, would want everyone to be in fear, right? All right, I'll share with you another time as well. Peace and love.